Hey yo, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today, we're making a video on something I've been wanting to make a video on for a long time. As some of you probably know, I did a devlog series a while back on the SCP Foundation. It didn't get far because I just lost interest in it and I didn't want to continue developing it. I might continue it in the future if I'm bored or something. But today, let me tell you today, we're going to be doing another devlog series. Now, I know what you're thinking. SCP continuation? No, we're not continuing SCP. That is dead. Well, I might continue it in the future. Let me know down below if you want to see it continued. But anyways, today we're going to be doing a devlog series on something that actually scared me when I was younger. The backrooms. See, when I was younger, like most kids, I thought the backrooms were real. Now, if you don't know what the backrooms are, well, let me tell you. The backrooms is basically an infinite maze of yellow walls with office wallpaper, moist carpets, and buzzing fluorescent lights. And it's a giant maze around 600 million square miles. And let me just tell you, you're not alone in those halls. Now here's the problem. The backrooms has a lot of concepts. Concepts equals coding. How does that work? Well, if you have a cool concept, you're going to have to figure out how to code it. Now here's the thing. I don't really know how to code. I can do just about everything else, but I can't code. So, if it comes down to I'm just going to learn how to code. Sound good? Okay, capiche. Alright, let's get to it right now. Alright, so the first main thing I wanted to do was add a new player character. Because don't get me wrong, Roblox avatars are cool, but sometimes they ruin the immersion of the game if the game is supposed to be realistic. In this case, mine is supposed to be realistic. I'm trying to go for a realistic Backrooms game here. And when you have some wonky Roblox avatars, it kind of ruins the immersion on that. So we're going to be hoping to fix it. So I looked around for a little bit and I found this hazmat suit model, which in my opinion looks pretty good and pretty realistic. So I cleaned it up because the rig was pretty messed up, and I imported it into the game, and dang, doesn't look too bad. Although there was one slightly major problem. If I'm making a realistic game, I have to make realistic animations. Problem is, these animations don't look very realistic. So I was gonna have to improvise. Luckily, I found these really hyper-realistic walking, running, you name it animations, and I applied them to the character, and I think they look alright. Oh, I forgot to mention, I also added a sprint script. While I was at it, from the assets I had from my other games, I went ahead and added some footstep sound effects for realism, some camera effects, and a crosshair. Now, since in this episode, I'm just getting the game set up, I'm not going to be adding a lot, but one thing I will add is an entity. See, the backrooms is not the backrooms without an entity. Now, I really did not want to figure out how to code another backrooms entity, how to get it set up, how to make it work. I just wanted it done. So you know what I did? Just don't mind the footage. I did not copy paste it from my other game. I made it from scratch. I went in Blender, I made the model myself, and I made the model. I have made the whole thing myself. Okay, jokes aside, but yeah, I copy and pasted the model from my other game, and I replaced the model because it doesn't look that intimidating. It just looks like a square-headed freak. Then I fixed some of the animations because they looked a bit wonky. Then I applied some sound effects, and bada bing, bada boom, bada bang. It was all set. Once I had everything set up, the new animations and the new model, I tested it and it was working like a charm. Only problem, the jump scare. Now, everyone knows a good horror game always has jump scares. But my original Backrooms game, Bending Reality, its jump scares are a little goofy looking. Yeah, most people don't find a single image on your screen scary, so I wanted to change that. I wanted something that would actually give people a bit of a jump. So, I watched a bunch of YouTube tutorials on how to make a jump scare, well, a 3D one at that, and started working. Since most of these tutorials involved actual models and not skin meshes like I was using, I had to improvise a little bit. But I finally got it to work, and this is the final result. Personally, I think it looks pretty good. Now, the question is, now that we've got all the basics of the backrooms done, what do we do now? Well, let me answer that question for you. You'll have to find out in the next devlog. I'm sorry, that was terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry.